Once again, we'd like to welcome you in the program. An anti-crime operation launched in Mali about 2 weeks ago has been a success. This is according to authorities who set up the operation to reduce the high rates of crime in the capital, Bamako. In a span of just 3 weeks, locals say a total of 5 people had been murdered. To reassure the population, authorities in the country mobilized about 1,000 members of the security and defense forces to deal with the situation, and as a result, more than 700 suspects were arrested in less than a week in and around the capital, and among them, dozens of Mali's most wanted criminals.
Just to add, Lynette, that this so-called punch operation was not well conceived by everyone in the country, particularly part of the Malian press, which criticizes what it considers to be a well-developed communication strategy. Some articles denounce a media noise that could be counterproductive. We'll discuss it with Alo Diawara, Africanews correspondent in Bamako. Good morning, Alo. How are you?
Bonjour, ça va.
Good morning, I'm okay. Alo Diawara, what was the purpose of this operation? This is the intensification of patrols. More than 1,200 gendarmes and police officers mobilized. Main objective, to hunt down bandits in their strongholds to reduce their ability to cause nuisance. Unannounced police raids have taken place in places deemed criminogenic. Bars and Bristows have not been spared. And according to the Minister of Security, the excavations even concerns the feet of the 3 bridges that cross the Niger River in the Malian capital. All this was in addition to identity checks and routine vehicle checks. These controls have become more thorough, according to authorities.
And Alu, the Minister of Security considers the punch operation a success. What figures are we talking about here? Or rather, what's the Minister's argument to support this statement?
According to the Minister of Security, General Salif Traoré, at each stage of this operation, which I have just mentioned, there have been tangible results. According to him, more than 1,500 people have been checked. 200 of them are still being investigated. Among these people still in detention, the minister said some were wanted by the courts, and according to the official report, the operation resulted in the seizure of 162 wheeled vehicles, 61 improved automatic pistols, 33 shotguns, and a significant quantity of ammunition. A frightening amount of drugs has also been seized, the minister said. Alo, tell us what the state of security in Bamako was before this operation and whether these government measures reassure citizens in Bamako. Before the operation was launched, the populations were very concerned about their safety. I would remind you that an imam was stabbed by a young man on January 19. A businessman was killed and his body was dumped at the bottom of a well a few days later, to name just these 2. But according to the minister, these are emblematic cases that have received a lot of media coverage, but not the rise in crime itself. A few months ago, young people from the Dumazana district of Bamako organized themselves into a watch brigade to secure the district, following the multiplication of acts of banditry. But their experience was short-lived because of a blunder for which they were responsible. Now, with the punch operation, some inhabitants are rediscovering their hope for a Malian capital that is gradually recovering its tranquility. But not everyone is reassured. As the operation continues, it could, perhaps,